Quick review of everything that I manifested in 2024. My boyfriend, who is super cute and I actually had met before this year and then ghosted him and then just like happened to start talking to him again, and now we've been together for like 9 months. IRL community and friends, sadly I don't have this anymore because I have moved since then, but I was really struggling to make friends here in Germany, and I manifested finding this community that I was able to interact with and become really close with, and I'm really glad that I had that while I did. I manifested a new job. I was super discouraged because I had a couple trial days at a couple different places and nothing was working out. But the place that I found, I love my coworkers, I love my residents, the pay is great. Like, I am so happy that I didn't just take the first thing because I was like, oh, I'm manifesting the perfect job for me, and here's the first one that came along, so it must be right. So I had to wait and be patient and trust that the right one would come to me, and I'm so glad that it did. Financial abundance. This one also taught me a really important lesson because for a while I was so stuck on the hustle mindset. Like, I need to focus and work hard and chase. The moment I started prioritizing other things and taking a step back is when the money came to me. Just goes to show, you need to drop the self-limiting beliefs, practice detachment, let it come to you. I manifested a free vacation to Italy on accident. I was trying to manifest like, oh, I really want my boyfriend and I to be able to have time together and like be able to go do something cool instead of just hanging out at home the whole summer while I'm waiting for my visa stuff. And his brother's family was like, hey, we're going to Italy. Do you want to come? So that was a crazy experience. And we did spend a lot of time with his family. It was just incredible. Like, I've never been to Italy before. The mountains were beautiful. It was an incredible experience. Under eye filler is something that I have wanted for a very long time and have been manifesting a bit this year. Like, I'm afraid of needles, so I was like, this is the year. I think this is where I'm gonna take the plunge. I didn't wanna look like I've had a ton of filler in my face, so the effect is very subtle, but I am super happy with it. You can still see here that I have some circles, but they're way less severe than they used to be, and I'm so glad that I had the money to do this. I worked up the nerve to do it with how bad I am with needles. I clicked so well with the girl that was doing my face. Like, she used to live in Texas, where I'm from. We were chit-chatting. She spoke English. She was girl's girl. MVP, love her. Better German skills. This is something that's obviously super important. I live in Germany. I speak German at work every day. Naturally, over time, my German's gonna get better, but one thing that really clicked for me that my German is a lot better than I give myself credit for is I was talking to another coworker of mine who is also not from Germany. It's not her first language. I was talking to her about how I need to get a B2 German certificate, which is a couple levels above the certificate I have now, in order to do an Ausbildung, which is like a training program. My coworker who has that B2 certificate is like, Nick, your German is way better than mine. You're learning it as a young man. I learned it as an old lady. My German is not good. I have a strong accent. My grammar isn't great. You speak better than me and I have that certificate. You're ready. You need to go take that test because you're already there. And that was just so sweet to me. Like, oh, I've been so caught up on like all of the details. Like, my grammar isn't perfect. My vocab isn't perfect. I don't speak perfectly, that I didn't stop to think of like everything that I can do. And so now I really have the confidence I'm starting to look into making an appointment for taking that test. And that's one of my big goals for 2025. And the most important to me, honestly, is I manifested being able to live with my cat again. So I used to live somewhere else, and then I moved in with my boyfriend, and his parents don't really like cats. So my cat was living about 20 minutes away, and we would go visit and stuff, but it was supposed to be just a temporary thing while we looked for an apartment, which we still don't have yet. So I was manifesting really hard, like, I want the perfect apartment, and I want to live with my cat again. The perfect apartment, I think, is taking its time in coming to us because there's just not a lot of apartments available. Literally every single apartment we've looked at has had something wrong with it, been in a terrible location, or there's always something. So I think when I'm manifesting the perfect apartment for us, it's like, we gotta wait, we gotta be patient on that, and it'll come. But the lady that was taking care of my cat was going to have family visit for Christmas, so on December 1st, my cat needed to be out. So I was super stressed. Oh my God, this is a big problem. What am I gonna do? And we talked to my boyfriend's parents about it, and they were like, oh, fine. If there's no other option, the cat can come here. And that, I think, was another little lesson from the universe. Like, when I got that news that my cat needed to leave, I was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Freak out, panic. I needed to trust that, okay, everything was gonna work out. I'm going to get what I manifested. And that what I thought was a problem led directly to, oh, I'm getting the thing that I want now. Everything works out in the end. Let me know in the comments what you manifested this year and what you're hoping to manifest next year.